Guys, it's Anya, otherwise known as Pink Sweets here on YouTube, and I'm so excited for today's video. Today is another collab with one of my wonderful fellow YouTubers and friends, and I call her Roxy, but her name is Roxy, and her channel is dramatic_eyegloss. I will of course leave her channel link down below and up in the cards above. Roxy and I met through Susan Young on her channel. In the comment section we were just talking back and forth, and we both love to do colorful eye looks. So I reached out to her, asked her if she wanted to do a collab, and I'm just going to go ahead and let you guys know this. This is my month of collabs, because for me November is, you know, the month that Thanksgiving is in. It's the month of giving thanks. It's the month of supporting each other, being grateful for one another. And I'm so grateful to all of you, for all of you guys, and to all of you guys. But I'm also thankful to all the friends that I've made that are content creators here on YouTube. And I think what better way to show my gratefulness for them than to, you know, for us to do collabs with each other, and, you know, virtual collabs, since we can't be in the same place. Maybe one day. But yeah, so I want to do a bunch of collabs this month and just all support each other, help each other grow each other's channels, and just show our gratefulness for each other. So that's what we're doing. So when Roxy and I were talking, we were deciding what kind of look we wanted to do, and we went back and forth a couple of times. But I think we settled on, we want to do, we can do whatever colors we want from two palettes I'm going to tell you about in a minute. But we're going to focus on like blue. So I'm a little nervous because the two palettes that we're going to be using are the Alamar palette that we got in our BoxyCharm, which mine is dirty on the outside, even though I have only swatched it on the inside. So that's this palette right here. And this is the Reina del Caribe palette. So I'm going to be using this. And the other palette is the Lauralee Party Animal palette, which I have heard very mixed reviews on. So I still even have this little thing in there. So this is what she looks like. And even though this Isa Party right here in the corner looks like it is yellow, it is actually more like a green in person. So we're gonna put these colors on our eyes and see how it goes. So I've already done my brows. I'm gonna put a little bit of my concealer on my eyelids, my Master Conceal, and we'll see how these go. And I definitely would love for you guys to check her out, as with every person that I collab with. I love that you guys are so good about that, about going to the other channels and supporting them as well. And Roxy is really talented. She's so good with colorful makeup, with all makeup, but I love all of her colorful looks. I think colorful makeup looks are more rare, I guess, here on YouTube, because, well, I think it's becoming more and more popular and more common. But initially it was like everyone was doing the same, you know, brown smoky eye all the time. And I always look for channels that do bright, colorful looks. This is my Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. I still have not found my full-size one, so I just keep using the small one. Hopefully I'll find it. And my hands are almost back to normal from coloring my hair and from Pinkoween, but still not quite. So, oh yeah, you guys. All right, so let me see what I want to do. Oh, this is so hard. Okay, I think I'm going to go in with I think I'm going to go in with Damage Control first, which is like this turquoise shade. It's pretty. Looks bright on the brush, but I've heard that it's patchy. Kind of knock it off a little bit. I don't know. Part of me also wonders if there were, you know how some people got palettes from the Vault that they didn't like? Okay, what is that on my face? Maybe, I don't know, maybe there were good ones of this and not good ones of this. because I've seen lots of people have like serious issues with these palettes, but they're people that are really talented. So I don't know. This shade in particular for me is fine so far. So I'm just going to run that all the way through the crease. And then I think I'm going to take that Isa Party, I don't know why it sounds like that, but I'm going to take that shade. I'm about to drop this palette. Okay, let me put it somewhere else. There we go. And I'm just going to run that over top of the Damage Control shade, because that'll kind of make it more of like a bluish green or a greenish blue, or whichever way you want to look at it. Oh, that's pretty. So far, I like this palette. I did not buy this palette myself. I got it in BoxyCharm, which I like. The BoxyCharm switches it up. Like, I like that you don't get a neutral palette every single time with BoxyCharm, because initially when I first saw the first palette I got from them, or no, the first palette I got from them was the Alamar palette, which is like a good mixture of both. And then after that was like the Crown Brushes palette, which I gifted to a friend, because I have a lot of neutral palettes in my collection already that I don't use as much. And after that, it was the, what is it called? Pretty Vulgar palette, which this is honestly, I'm so terrible. Like, I have not done a single BoxyCharm video. I have not, I'm going into the Alamar palette. I'm using La Costa, which is the lightest shade in the palette, and I'm just putting that on my brow bone. It's like a champagne color. But yeah, I have not used any of my BoxyCharm stuff pretty much. I mean, I've used a few items here and there in other videos, but not, like, I haven't done an actual BoxyCharm video, and I hadn't used my palette. So when Roxy and I were talking, and she was like, well, we could use this palette and that, and I was like, yes, oh my gosh, yes, because I can finally use my BoxyCharm palettes. So I'm really excited to be using these today. Okay, so I think that's pretty well. All right, so now I'm gonna take, I was gonna say blended, but I don't normally, I mean, I blended it, but you know what I mean. I don't normally do like overly blended looks. So I'm gonna go into Celia from the Alamar palette, which is this shade here. And then I'm gonna go into El Marcon, which is this one. I'm gonna put down a little bit of glitter glue first, just because you guys know I like to do that with shimmers. And then I'll put those on my lid, and then I'll probably deepen it up with some kind of blue. Probably Karaoke from the Laura Lee palette. I was surprised when they did a Laura Lee palette that they didn't go with the more neutral one, I have to be honest, because I don't know, I just thought they would go with the more neutral one, but I'm glad they didn't, because I mean, both palettes look pretty, but you guys know I like my colorful eyeshadows. So I'm just patting that on. I don't want to make it too thick. And I'm going to go in with this Wet n Wild brush. This has become my favorite brush for packing on shimmery eyeshadows. I don't know what brush it is because it doesn't say, but it comes from that set. Ugh, I got stuff on my fingers. It comes from that set, and it looks like this, and it's just like a flat packing brush, but I really like it. So I'm going to use Celia Celia, which is like a bluish green. And I'm just going to put that on the middle / outer area. That's so pretty. These shades are very metallic. And I know, like I said, that I'm very behind on using these palettes. But I'm so happy that I'm finally using them. It was like I originally signed up for BoxyCharm for this Alamar palette, which is so sad because this is my first time using it. Because I saw it and I was like, oh my gosh, I can sign up for BoxyCharm and get that palette that I've been wanting. And, you know, BoxyCharm is only $21 a month, and the palette itself was like $29 or $30, something like that. So I thought, what a great deal. And I'll do a video on it. And then stuff happened. I was pet sitting at my parents' house. I got sick, and then it was Pinkoween, and it was just never a good time to do it. So I'm very happy that I finally get to use it. And this is such a beautiful shade. This shade that I'm about to put on is what made me really want the palette. When I saw people using it, is the most reflective, like goldish green shade. Oh, it's so pretty. So pretty. And when you feather the two together, it creates a third kind of really pretty shade too. I cannot wait to see what Roxy creates, because there are so many choices. Like, I could have gone with pink, I could have gone with orange, I could have gone with so many different ones, but I really wanted these, like I wanted to try these particular shades, so that is the direction I went. And I'm going to, in the month of December mainly, I'm going to be doing a lot of like second looks, I guess is what I would call it, with palettes that I've already used on my channel. But I don't know, kind of like a countdown to like the best palettes of the year kind of thing in December, like after Christmas. And also I want to, maybe even on some Whatever Happened to That Palette Wednesdays, I will do palettes that aren't necessarily that old, because I always want to keep using and doing looks with the palettes that I buy, that I use, so you guys can see more than one look with each palette too. So this is Karaoke. It's pretty. I have better deep blues, but it's very pretty. But it has so much fallout. Now, I tend to create a lot of fallout just because I like to, because I like the pigmentation that it gives when I do, which I know sounds crazy, but that's just how I am. But even for me, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like it is very, and in the pan, hold on, I'm grabbing a makeup wipe, but in the pan, it's like, that one shade is just, I don't know, but I still like the pigmentation. So I'm gonna wipe off this fallout. I'm going to put on my foundation, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I already put on my foundation, which was the Lancome Regenerate Lift foundation, and now I'm just going in with this powder foundation that I got from Kiss at CVS. I'm kind of trying to use it up. I mean, I'm nowhere near using it up, but I always use loose setting powder, and I have a few powder foundations that I kind of forget to go in with. And this weekend, I will definitely be filming my 1,000 subscriber giveaway video. So stay tuned for that. I'm really excited about that one. Nope, that's a highlighter brush. Where's there it is. I'm going to use my Real Techniques face brush, and I'm going to go in with my Hoola and my Dallas, which even though Dallas is a blush, you guys know I use it as like a bronzer contour. I don't ever really do like full-on contouring. I just warm up my face. I feel like I say that in every video. I probably do. I think this purple is going to stay in my hair for a very long time since I fell asleep wearing it. Okay, so now I'm going to try this powder. I'm intrigued by this powder. This is the MAC Philip and David the Blondes powder. I hauled this in a previous video. This is the compact. It's something. And then this is the powder. I don't understand exactly what this powder is, so we're gonna figure it out together. Some people say it's a highlighting powder, some people say it's an all-over illuminating powder. I'm gonna try it as a highlight, and we're gonna see how it goes. Okay, so it definitely works as a highlight. This is a gigantic highlight. I mean, I guess it's the same size as like Jeffree Star. Maybe a little bit bigger because I feel like it fills up more of the pan. Well, maybe not. I don't know. I thought this was going to be too dark for my skin. But it is beautiful. I don't normally go for like a bronzy golden type of highlighter, but wow, I really like this. I hope MAC makes something permanent like that. That would be awesome. Okay, and now we're gonna go in with, if I can find it, a brush. Here we go, my blush brush, and I'm gonna use a combination of Dandelion and Coralista because I want a combination of peach and pink. Yeah, that's like so pretty. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Champagne Pop from, oh no, I just went in bronzer again. Let's try that again. But I don't know, it's just really subtle. Champagne Pop is even a little dark for me, but I think that powder definitely would work really well on multiple skin tones. So I like that. Always forever looking for something. I'm going to go in with the Art & Cien Monster eyeliner in black. I'm trying to use this up because I think I mentioned it before. It's just not my favorite eyeliner, but I'm not going to give eyeliner to somebody, so I'm just going to use it. I mean, it's actually growing on me. And when I set it with a eyeshadow, I think it lasts a lot longer, as with all eyeliners. But I mean, this one especially benefits from that. So we're going to go back into, actually, no. We're going to go into the Alamar palette. And I'm going to use the shade Veradero, which is the darker bluish teal shade. It's a metallic shade, but I think it'll be pretty. Oh yes, that is so pretty. These shades are so gorgeous in this Alamar palette. This palette, what's funny is both of these are influencer palettes because you know, Lorley, and then the other one was a company, Alamar is a company that was started by Gabby, who is Kathleen Lights' friend. on YouTube. So that is so pretty. Pretty. Now I'm going to go back in with that Alamar shade, and I'm just going to kind of bring it into the inner corner as well. That's my favorite shade. That is the most unique shade that I've seen in a while in a palette, I think. Oh no. These palettes want to fall. Okay. Yeah, I like that. Okay. And now we're going to put on mascara. And I say that so slowly because I'm like, where's my mascara? I'm going to use the Benefit Roller Lash today. I bought this because of Jeffree Star, because he said it was the best. It's a good mascara, but it has a torture device wand on it, which always scares the crap out of me and makes me feel like I'm going to poke my own eye out. So I would not repurchase it based on just the wand itself, but that's just me. I like big, fluffy, non-scary wands. Ow. But the mascara formula, and I mean, I will say the wand does put it on your eyelashes well, but not any better than my Lash Princess or my, what is it called? My Volumizing one. Okay, just gonna spray my face to meld the powders in, because I feel like I have a lot of powder on my face. I put only a little bit of liquid foundation since I was going to be using powder foundation. And then I'm going to go in with the lip liner Midnight Cowboy, which is just a nude. And it's from Urban Decay. Lately I've been trying to use more glosses and lipsticks rather than liquid lipsticks, only because I have so many like regular lipsticks, although I have been using, I mean, almost to death, the Dopey liquid lipstick from ColourPop. But today we're just going to go in with a NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Eclair. Okay. They smell so good. I always do that. I'm always like, I'm crazy. So now I'm going to set my face with my Morphe setting spray. Oh, way too much of it. Actually, I feel like you can never have way too much of it. So this is the final look. I think that it turned out really well. I like the greens and the blues together. I would wear this color combination out. So let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. And don't forget to check out Roxy's channel. She's awesome. I love her, and I know that you guys will love her videos as well. And I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.